He also said if they did the new format, which was like the tournament style this year, instead of the Rising Stars playing, he would do an all snub team.
Wow.
I love that.
Wow.
Love that.
That's intriguing. It's feisty.
I feel like they would show up
and television.
Right? Can you imagine if LaMelo Ball like showed up with like a chip on his shoulder?
Yeah, he's going for 60. He's going for 60.
I think Trae Young ended up getting in, but originally he wasn't an all-star.
No.
Like he shows up upset. I love that. Dame, that's a good idea. Did you see, speaking of Dame, last all-star thing related, did you see he did like that shooting challenge with Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
So I want to ask him, but he'll never say it honestly.
What?
Dame Lillard doesn't miss 4 shots in a row.
No, he missed it. He missed it on purpose. I'll figure it out. He missed it on purpose.
He missed it. So, for the record, he missed on purpose.
Which is a crazy thing to say. That's how good of a shooter he is.
Because, like, watching it, I was like, he doesn't miss. Like, he doesn't miss that many times in a row. But shout out that kid. I don't know his name. That's my bad. He knocked that down to win the $100,000. So, like, good for him.
Yes,
good for him. Good on Dame to give him a couple extra chances, but good for him. Before we move on, a couple other things I want to hit on with you on today's episode. But before we move on, can you remind fans, check out our Instagram, what they can win, follow along, great prize available.
Hey, before we move on to the next subject, for who's watching or listening, please go to our socials and see what we have in store for you guys. We're doing a huge big giveaway that's going to be, like I said, something crazy and sweet, and you get a chance to win it in the next week or so. All you got to do is follow Thanalysis Show on Instagram and comment your favorite candy, and you get to win. So let's get it.
That's all you got to do.
All you got to do
is hit follow and comment. Follow and comment. Just one time. That's all you got to do. Winner picked at random. It's going to be awesome.
Let's start doing more giveaveaways, by the way.
So this idea, do we want to tell people on the pod what the prize is?
I mean, they're going to see it on the socials. They'll see it.
Fair.
But I've ever told you that, like, me and my family did a huge giveaway in Greece. I've ever told you this story. We give away a house. I was telling you this story.
What?
Yeah, my house? Might do it again. Yeah.
All right, break it down. I want the details. The rundown out the window. I want this story.
So we give like a small, like a really nice small apartment for students, something like that. We give it away, and with partnership with other people, and it was great, man. It was a great feeling. We had like prizes, and all you had to do like either follow the brothers and you get the chance to win it, and it went on for like 4 months. Crazy, bro. So many people was like involved.
That's so wild. People,
yeah. And I'm so happy. I hope I get to do it again in Greece and the other countries too. So you never know.
There are the things we get to do, like in this job or like, the ESPN job, whatever, like when you're able to make someone's day. Like I love that. Like to give away anything, because people love free T-shirts. Like if we can do those like giveaways, like
but like I agree with you. But the other thing that got me, I was so choked up and emotional. It was like, a home, and you can do whatever you want with it. You can rent it, you can have it, you can sell, like whatever. I basically gave you somewhere that you can stay and live, and
that's amazing.
For us was so like big.
When was this?
This was years ago.
Years ago.
Yeah.
That's incredible, man. The things that you and your family do, it's just unbelievable. It's just wonderful. That's the only way to like put it into real work. Because you hear stories about like Habitat for Humanity and things like I get, and I'm not scared to admit, like I've covered Chris Middleton when he was doing the 12 Days of Christmas here in Milwaukee. Yeah. I remember covering one of their when he did a coat giveaway, and it was just at a Milwaukee public school, right? I grew up in Milwaukee public schools. Those are the schools I went to. We were on the south side. Like that's where I grew up in Milwaukee. And like to see him, to know the situations those people are in, and to see him or any athlete go in and like just make a difference to people, whether it's a coat or hat or a bike or a house, like it's awesome. I love it so much. So yeah, check out our Instagram, and now we're just going to try to give away stuff all the time. Like that's now the goal. Let's do it. Much less important, but still wanted to talk to you about. Have you seen Pat Bebb's podcast, which they do great work, obviously? They're having a conversation, and it's got all the way to ESPN talking about it, a couple other places.
What's
The best third option in the NBA.
Okay.
Who comes to mind right off the bat for you?
I mean, we could go from give me the teams, and I'll tell you. Give me the teams.
All right. Well, he just did like his top 5 players. So
yeah,
his
give me 5 teams, and I'll tell you which one I think.
All right.
Don't
The
tell me
Lakers.
his. The Lakers. Reeves. Austin Reeves.
The Bucks.
Kuz. However.
It's like a 1A, 1B type deal there. That's a tough
bro,
one. The Clippers.
Normal Powell.
Yeah.
Normal Powell, for sure. Sometimes he's too, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes he's, you know what I'm saying? He's really good.
He is. He had a really good first half of the season. And then the Knicks.
I think wow, it's between. That's tough.
Because Knicks is hard.
Yeah, because it's Jay Hart, then it's Macau, then it's OG, right? And so those 3, you can pick whichever one of those 3. Because I'm assuming it's Jalen Brunson and Cat, but
or 1 and 2, yeah. He went with Bridges, which I think is fair because Josh Hart's a great player to have on your. I think he's more of a
Pat Bev
rebounder defender.
Okay, so Pat Bev went with Bridges then.
Yep. Which, if he would have went Hart, I wouldn't have argued him the other way either. And then the last one's the Celtics, which I think this one is interesting because I wanted to ask you.
Celtics. I mean, to me, you ask me, I'm biased, obviously. I'm thinking it's for sure Drew. But there's an argument you can just actually put Porzingis. Because
Pat Bev had Porzingis.
Okay.
You could go either way.
Yeah, you could go either way. But
the crazy part to me is when you look at this list and like the Celtics, obviously, anytime you can argue who your third option is, your team is probably really, really good.
Exactly.
And so even before the trade, but now even after the trade, I look at the Bucks and like Brook Lopez as your fourth option. I'm okay with that roster.
And the only reason I said Kuz and Brook and stuff like that is because I've known Brook for a minute, and Kuz just played a couple of games now, and I'm so excited to see him. So I didn't want to just throw his name out there, but this big one. He won't make a mistake.
We could flip it.
Yeah.
Brook Lopez is your third. Kuz is your fourth. I'm okay with that roster too.
And vice versa, having this great guys to a great group.
Yeah, I think that's pretty great. Like I like the idea of. Because sometimes I think teams, and you see this across all sports, right? Like you can have a superstar, out of this world superstar, but sometimes I think teams need to balance that out a little bit with just really good depth. And obviously those 5 teams we just talked about have really good depth, 1 through 4, and then complementary pieces off the bench. So that was just interesting to me. And I did see that do you know who the highest scoring trio in the NBA is right now at 72 points a game?
Say it again.
The highest scoring trio based on averages in the NBA right now. Their combined points per game average is 72, almost 73.
Don't tell me wait. Don't tell me wait.
I got the top 5 here.
One of them has to be the Celtics in top 5.
The Celtics are 5th. So that's Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, but they're not 70, though.
No, they're close, but they're not 70.
Because for you to be 70, you have 2 guys damn near averaging 50, 60. Is it the Bucks?
At number 1?
Yes.
It is.
Because Giannis and Dame are already averaging this much, almost like is the Bucks,
I think they can. So Giannis is at 31.8, Dame's at 25.8, and then Kuzma's at 15.3. So they combine for 72.9 points per game.
Wow.
That's pretty wild. Rounding out the top 5 is the Suns, 70.9 with Beal, Booker, and KD. The Lakers with Luka, LeBron, and Reeves. Yes. And then, do you want to guess the 4th team?
Don't say it. So the Lakers.
This one surprised me.
If you're surprised, you got to be like.
It's not the Knicks. It's essentially why I was surprised because I would have bet any money.
Is it East or West?
West.
Can't be Phoenix.
No, Phoenix number 2.
Not Phoenix number 2. No, you just said Phoenix. It can't be Phoenix.
Yeah, so it's Bucks, Phoenix, Lakers. Then there's 4th, and then the Celtics are 5th. It's a Western Conference team at 4.
Can't be Dallas. No way.
No.
Okay, who is it?
Denver.
Denver. Oh, I thought about it, but I was like, is it?
Jokic is at 29.8. Murray's at 21. I didn't realize Porter Jr. is scoring 19 points a game right now. He's having a good season. Yeah.
Wow.
They're not quiet, but they're good. They're still really, really good. The last thing on today's show I wanted to hit on with you is we talked about it earlier on in the show. Victor Wembanyama, post All-Star game, ruled out for the rest of the season. They're listing it as a shoulder injury. It's being called blood clots or deep vein thrombosis. And I think from the human level, it's terrible. He's a young kid, just getting his feet wet in the NBA. But you've had the game taken away from you, so I wanted to just get your opinion and thoughts.
No. I obviously, turning your Achilles and just like take it so long toll on you is crazy. But this, you can't even fly, Tony. You can't. Like, you got to be on blood thinners. If it's what they say it is, and blood clot, and you literally cannot do nothing. So it's just hopefully it doesn't have such a big of a impact later on.
For sure.
Let this just be this year, and just he comes next year or the year after, and he's okay. So a lot of guys have. Well, even Mirza Teletovic had an issue with blood clots.
Mm-hmm. He retired.
He retired, and Chris Bosh had kind of some other guys as well. Like, it's not something to play with. So I'm just, man, I just said this week in the NBA is
it's a weird week, especially someone just who's so when you look at Wemby, just from what he does, he's setting himself up to be obviously a major worldwide superstar. But even just when he was in New York and he was playing chess in the park, he was at the All-Star game and he was reading a book and Jokic was making fun of him. Wemby is not only otherworldly talented, but he's so likable. Everything from endorsements to everything is going to be at the forefront.
I agree. What's going to be interesting is to see his demeanor in general. Is it the typical French guy? Is it what I'm saying? And I don't nothing against French guys. I have a lot of friends who are French, but they don't act French. They don't act French. No bias. Yeah, but I think it's gonna be it's something, I don't know how to say it, but we was talking about aura, stuff like that. It's gonna be nice to see him in the next couple of years. That's why I just said it is what it is with this season.
Just
make sure he's okay. Make sure his family knows he's okay, and then hopefully it doesn't linger into the next seasons and everything, and he can be able to play and everything. So,
100%. As we get out of here today, remind everyone: Gruber Law, Potawatomi, Candy Funhouse.
Want to give a huge thank you to our sponsors. Potawatomi Casinos and Hotels. Whenever you're in Milwaukee, please stay there. They got everything you need: entertainment, luxury service, everything you need. I want to thank Candy Funhouse for the best candy, the best way to cure everything for you. That's what I do. Whenever I feel sad, I just go to Candy Funhouse website and get some candy shipped to my place. And last but not least, I want to thank Gruber Law Offices. And Tony, one call.
That's all.
Thank you, guys. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. You guys have been amazing. Please leave some reviews on Spotify, Apple, whatever you listen to podcasts from, or whatever you watch it from. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Thanalysis out.